Ladies and gentlemen, the first episode of the semi-final of the greatest, and we've got two crazy matchups. This one being another clash of styles. We keep getting clash of styles in this. I keep saying I feel like I'm a broken record, but it's dead ass. Like, we've got Andre Ward versus Calzaghe, two undefeated fighters. And Marshall, please tell me what you think of this matchup, because my head is blown.
Got Joe Calzaghe, 46-0, 32 knockouts, and versus Andre Ward, 32-0, 16 knockouts. So the knockout percentage definitely favors Calzaghe. I wouldn't consider either of them big punchers, but I think Calzaghe's pressure and volume kind of got him the stoppage in a lot of the fights. How do I see it going? I see early, the first 3 to 4 rounds, Calzaghe's swarming him, just all over him, kind of like the Kovalev fight, how we saw. He can get pressured, and you can make Ward uncomfortable when you get on him early. But I see Ward making adjustments. I don't see Calzaghe being able to drop Ward like we saw Kovalev. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure. Andre Ward can definitely get pressured, and he gets uncomfortable when he is pressured. But it goes back to my easy saying of what I did say in his first matchup. He's technically one of the most gifted boxers ever in history. He will be looked at as one of the pound-for-pound greats in boxing history. Calzaghe, on the other hand, not so much. He is looked at as a hero from Wales. He's got all his Welsh fans. He did retire undefeated. He got good wins over Hopkins and Roy Jones, but then we were talking about what stage of their career they were at. So really realistically, when you look at it, Ward was involved in that Super 6 tournament in the super middleweight, so he showed that he can outclass everyone in his in that era, right? At the peaks. So and Calzaghe never really got that opportunity to show that. So I feel like I would edge to Ward, and also on the fact that we kind of said Calzaghe and Froch have a similar stylish, not exactly bang on, but there's similarities between them, and I feel like it would go down like that fight, especially both at super middleweight. We can make this argument because that's where they competed most of their careers. I think this fight would go to Andre Ward, and I think he might outclass Calzaghe. Yeah.
I definitely agree with all of that. I even would go as far to say I think Ward would drop Calzaghe late with a body shot. I think he would figure him out, find out where the weaknesses are, and find the shot, put him down. I think Calzaghe gets up and survives the fight because Ward isn't a massive puncher.
Yeah.
But I do think we would see Calzaghe on the deck.
I disagree with you on that. I don't think Calzaghe would get dropped. Ward had power, but it wasn't nothing extraordinary for the weight division. But I feel like he would just ping and pop and move and just throw combinations, be defensive at times, just everything out the book. Like round 1 to round 12 it'd be interesting for him because it wouldn't be a straight up one way fight where he had to do the same thing again and again like Mayweather did to Hatton with the same hook, same counter again and again through the rounds that they fought. But I feel like it'd be a fight of rounds where Ward would fight a certain way, rounds 1 to 4, and then rounds 4 to 8 he'd find, because Calzaghe would also change the way he fights, and he might lay off a bit, he might come back a bit. So it's a strange fight, but Ward would that's why I said he'd outclass him, not just because he's the better fighter or anything, but outclass him because he'd adapt to every situation Calzaghe would bring to the table.
Yeah, I see. Why I think he drops Calzaghe is because if past his prime Jones and Bernard can drop him in the first round, I think Ward could find the right shot as well. He would be talking about prime versus prime, the best Andre Ward we've ever seen. I think he finds the right shot.
That's a good argument as well, because Calzaghe did leave his, like we said a few times, he did leave his chin hanging sometimes when he'd, especially you'd have to take into the factor that this would be the biggest fight of his career, the prime versus prime sort of thing. This would be huge. So there would be tension. Could he hold that? Could he hold his nerve? In the biggest fights we saw him, he got dropped. So clearly he held his nerve to a point, but obviously he was in fight mode, so he wasn't thinking technically. He was just going for it, and that's why he got caught. Nonetheless, but that could definitely happen in the fight against Ward for sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Ward unanimous decision.
I would go with the same. I don't think, like I said, I don't know why I thought about it for a second, because I was thinking what unanimous decision is because we've been away from boxing for so long. But Andre Ward is the first fighter to go in. Wait, why would I say he's going into the hat when it's the final? He's not going to go into the hat. But We'll call this the Sacred Hat, the final now. This is the arena for the final. This is where it's going to go down. So there he goes, Andre Ward into the final.
No, behind closed doors, no audience.
This is where it's going down in my little bedroom, in my WWE hat. This is the arena for the biggest fight of the next few months, really. So Calzaghe, fair and square, out in the semi-finals. Put on a really good fight in the first one against James Toney, but came up against Andre Ward, and it was just a little bit too much.
It's a tough one to get. It's a tough one to pull in the second round.
For sure. All right, guys, that's about it from this episode. Like I said, a great clash of styles. The next one is even more interesting, in my opinion. Would you agree?
I'm looking forward to this one a little more. Yeah, I'd agree with you.
Roy Jones Jr. against Jeremy McLennan. What a fight, what a war, what a clash of styles, clash of personalities. Their press conferences would be amazing. The ring walks would be crazy. There'd be heat. I know how this fight would have gone down before the fight even started. It'd be a mental warfare prior to the fight, and I'm really looking forward to it. Guys, make sure to share this episode. Make sure to follow us on social media, and make sure to head over to Combat Hour, check out their podcast that they do, because it's really good content. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking the icon right here, and also hit the bell button so that you can get alerts every time we upload a new video.